Have you ever wondered if your prayers really reach the ears of God? Think about the countless times you have cried out for a sign, for an answer, and then, almost like a divine miracle, small coincidences began to align in a surprising way. These are not just coincidences, they are resounding signs that God is not only listening to you but is actively responding to your supplications. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to receive all our updates and inspiring content. Your subscription is a powerful way to support our work and ensure that you don't miss any message that could transform your spiritual life. Let's embark on this faith journey together. Imagine that time when you faced an apparently insurmountable challenge, prayed for a way out, and suddenly, against all expectations, the solution appeared as if the very heavens had opened up to light your path. Or think about that moment when you felt deep loneliness, cried out for companionship, and then, almost instantly, an old friend, whom you hadn't seen in years, re-entered your life at the exact moment of need. These are not mere coincidences of fate, they are direct and powerful answers from God, sent as a luminous sign that He is attentive to every word, every sigh of yours. These little miracles are vibrant testimonies of a God who not only reigns majestically in the heavens but who is personally involved in the minutest details of our lives. They serve as tangible and often startling reminders that we are not alone, tossed about in the randomness of the universe. On the contrary, we are under the constant and careful gaze of a God who operates in realms we can barely comprehend, connecting events and people in ways we can only describe as supernatural. Every time you witness one of these coincidences, remember that it is God moving heaven and earth to answer your prayers, showing that He is with you, guiding and protecting your journey. These signs are the living proof that our prayers are heard and that faith has the power to move mountains, open doors, and transform the impossible into tangible reality. And what about the peace that surpasses all understanding, the one that gently seeps into your heart during the most turbulent times? This is another incredibly powerful divine sign that God is listening to your prayers. When the storms of life threaten to swallow your hope and chaos seems to reign, an inexplicable calm emerges, a tranquility that envelopes your soul. This is nothing less than a heavenly touch, a direct embrace from the Father saying, "I am here with you." Consider those moments when everything around you points to despair, and you, almost losing faith, kneel and seek divine comfort. And, against all logic, a serenity settles in your being, dispelling fears and renewing your strength to face whatever comes. This silent miracle is one of the clearest and most touching signs that your words are not echoing into the void but are being received and embraced in the heart of God. This peace is like a beacon in the darkness, a steady guide that not only comforts but also lights the way forward. It is God working in the invisible realm, weaving a mantle of peace around your life, protecting and guiding you through adversity. Every time this peace envelopes you, remember that it is God's response, a guarantee that He is present, listening to every plea, and transforming your fear into faith, your confusion into clarity. This peaceful silence is more than comfort, it is a divine communication, a message that God not only hears but responds with the promise that He will never leave you or forsake you. The peace you feel is God's signature in your life, proof that even in the darkest chapters, you have a heavenly ally who is infinitely interested in every detail of your existence. Now, let's consider the tangible changes in your life, those moments when, after fervent prayer, you observe a positive turnaround in circumstances that seemed unfixable. These are not mere coincidences, they are manifest divine responses, concrete evidence that God is not only listening but is powerfully intervening on your behalf. Imagine that challenging situation that seemed like an insurmountable mountain. You cried out for divine help, perhaps doubting where the solution would come from. And then, as if the curtains of the stage of life were drawn, the situation begins to unfold in a way you could never have imagined. Obstacles disappear, oppositions dissolve, and paths are opened. This transformation is God's hand in action, not merely adjusting but recreating the scenario of your life to reflect His glory and purpose. Every positive change is like a chapter written directly by the author of life, where each line evidences His intervention and care. When you witness these changes, when you see the impossible becoming possible, it is a clear confirmation that your prayers are not being ignored. On the contrary, they are being answered with the authority and power that only the Creator possesses. These changes are the living testimony that God is actively involved in every aspect of your journey. He is not a distant observer, He is an active participant, working tirelessly to shape your life in ways that we often only realize in retrospect. Every unexpected turn for the better is a celestial declaration that God is listening and, more importantly, responding with actions that speak louder than words. Another incredibly powerful sign that God is listening to your prayers comes through the words of other people. Have you ever noticed how, sometimes, the exact message you need to hear comes from an unexpected source? This is not coincidence, it is divine providence in action. God often uses people around us as messengers of comfort, guidance, and encouragement. Imagine that moment when you felt lost and sought an answer, and then, perhaps during a sermon at church or in a casual conversation with a friend, the spoken words seem to be aimed directly at you. These words can be so precise and timely that you feel as if it is God speaking directly to your heart. And indeed, it is. God manifests through others to reach us where we are, using human voices to convey heavenly messages. These moments are like beacons of light amidst confusion, indicating that God not only hears your prayers but also responds in a clear and understandable way. When you receive this guidance through the words of others, it is a clear demonstration that God is attentive to your needs and is working through others to strengthen your faith and guide you on the right path. So, every time you hear something that resonates deeply within your spirit, pay attention. Value those words as if they were directly from God, because often they are. They serve not only to inform but to transform, to confirm that you are not alone in your spiritual journey, and that God is actively involved, using every tool available to ensure His voice is heard. Now, let's explore how a strengthening of faith is an undeniable sign that God is listening to your prayers. Have you ever noticed that, in moments of great uncertainty or challenge, when it seems that your faith is hanging by a thread, something happens that not only restores but also amplifies your belief and trust in God? This is much more than coincidence. It is a divine intervention, a supernatural strengthening provided by heaven. This increase in faith often comes when we need it most, as if God is reminding us that He not only hears our prayers but is actively involved in strengthening our spirit. It is as if, in the midst of the storm, an invisible hand is holding us firmly and propelling us forward, giving us the assurance that everything will be overcome. This phenomenon can manifest in various ways, through a sudden understanding of a biblical passage that previously seemed obscure, or a personal experience that makes it clear that God is working in your life. These moments are powerful and transformative, designed to elevate your spirit and reaffirm your purpose and calling. When you experience this strengthening of faith, it is a clear communication from God saying, "I am here, and I am listening." It is a guarantee that you are not alone in your walk, that your struggles and uncertainties are seen, and that you are being equipped to face any challenge with renewed and robust faith. So, every time you feel your faith growing amidst trials, recognize this as a sign that God is actively responding to your prayers. He is not only listening but is working within you, strengthening your faith to ensure you are prepared for whatever lies ahead. Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt more like a message than a mere sequence of random images? Dreams and visions are often chosen by God to convey direct answers and guidance for our lives. When we encounter dreams that carry clear messages, especially after seeking God in prayer, it is not mere chance. It is divine communication, a sign that God not only hears us but desires to guide us in a deep and personal way. These dreams may come as counsel in times of crisis, directions in times of indecision, or even as warnings. They are like windows to the divine, providing insights that transcend our normal understanding and often offer the answers we seek. This is God working on another level, using the realm of dreams and visions to reach us in an intimate and transformative way. Consider biblical stories like Joseph, who interpreted dreams that had direct implications not only for his life but for an entire nation. Or think of Daniel, whose visions revealed divine plans and guidance for kings and empires. In our own lives, as we seek God in prayer, He may use dreams to reveal truths, solutions, or to strengthen our faith, showing that our requests are being heard and that He is actively involved in our journeys. So, the next time you have a vivid dream or a vision that seems to have a specific message, pay attention. Validate the experience through prayer and consultation with the Word of God. These dreams are divine gifts, meant to guide, instruct, and confirm that our communication with the divine is a two-way street. We speak, He listens, He responds, we receive. Have you noticed how sometimes a series of events or situations seem to fall perfectly into place after you have earnestly prayed for guidance? These orchestrations of circumstances are not mere coincidences, they are powerful signs that God is actively responding to your prayers. It is as if the universe itself is aligning to manifest answers to your needs and desires, reflecting divine intervention in the fabric of daily life. For instance, imagine that you prayed for a job opportunity and, shortly after, the right position appeared at just the right time. Or you sought guidance in a personal dilemma, and, out of the blue, resources and opportunities appeared to resolve your issues. These events are divine confirmations, illustrating that God is not only listening but is orchestrating the alignment of circumstances to answer your prayers. Each time you witness this alignment of events, recognize it as a direct response from God. It is a tangible manifestation of divine care, showing that your prayers are being heard and acted upon in ways that go beyond human understanding. These synchronized moments are like celestial affirmations, evidence that your requests are not only acknowledged but are being actively fulfilled through divine orchestration. In every instance where things fall perfectly into place, remember that it is not chance but a sign that God is intimately involved in your life, aligning events to bring about His plans and answers to your prayers. Celebrate these moments as divine confirmations, knowing that they are a testament to a God who is actively involved in every detail of your existence. In conclusion, every one of these signs, whether it's an unexpected peace, miraculous changes, timely words, strengthening faith, dreams, or orchestrated events, serves as a powerful confirmation that God is actively listening to your prayers. They are not mere coincidences but are vivid reminders of a God who is deeply involved in your life, responding with love, guidance, and miracles. Trust in these signs, for they are the divine affirmations that you are heard, cared for, and guided every step of the way. Don't forget to like this video if it has touched your heart, share it with those who need encouragement, and comment below with your own experiences of how God has shown you that He is listening. Your engagement helps us spread hope and faith to more people. Thank you for watching, and may you always be blessed with the comforting assurance that God is with you, listening to every prayer, and guiding you through every challenge.